Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Engineer Prof PH. Our next topic will be plane geometry. Plane. So geometry is about the properties of, you have shapes and you have spaces. So when you say plane, we are concerned with the two-dimensional shapes or objects. So plane geometry, we have the basic geometric elements and figures. So the first is you have the point. So a point has no other properties other than its location and place. So when you say line, the second is line. So when you say line, when you have 2 points and you connect that point, the shortest distance between those points is called the line. The third is what you call the angle. So angle is the opening between lines or planes. So when you have a example, you have two lines. So let's say this opening is your angle, let's say theta. So when you have two planes, for example, you have two planes. So this opening is what you call an angle. So these three are the basic geometric elements. So we have different types of angles. The first type of angle is what we call the null or zero. This angle is equal to zero. So the second is what we call an acute angle. So acute angle is greater than 0 but less than, you have 90 degrees. So if your angle is less than 90, greater than 0, that is an acute angle. So third, you have the right angle. So your angle is a right angle if your angle is equal to 90 degrees. So you have two perpendicular lines. The angle between the two lines is, that is 90 degrees. Fourth, you have an obtuse angle. So pag sinabi natin obtuse angle, your angle is greater than 90 degrees. Greater than 90 degrees, but less than, you have 180 degrees. So let's say you have this. This angle is greater than 90, but less than 180 degrees. So the fifth, you have straight line. So yung straight line is, the angle is equal to, you have 180 degrees. This is a straight line. So if your angle is measured, you have counterclockwise direction, that is positive. So counterclockwise, positive. Clockwise, that is negative. From the terminal, you have 6. So reflex angle is an angle greater than 180 degrees but less than 360 degrees. For example, you have this, greater than 180. So it's a reflex angle. So the seventh, what you call a perigon. Full angle or perigon. So you have a full angle if your angle is equal to, you have 360 degrees. So those are the different types of angles according to their measure. What about if according to angles? So you have first, you have the adjacent angle. example, you have two legs here. They have a common leg. For example, this is theta sub 1, you have theta sub 2. So they are formed with the common leg, therefore they are adjacent angles. So the second is what we call as complementary. So when you say complementary angles, these are the angle whose sum is a right angle or 90 degrees. For example, you have a right angle, you have this, theta sub 1 and theta sub 2. If the sum of those angles are 90, they are called complementary angles. Supplementary angles. So two angles are supplementary if their sum is straight angle or 180 degrees. So if you have, say, so let's say theta sub 1, theta sub 2, if the sum of those angles, theta sub 2 and theta sub 1 is 180 degrees, therefore they are supplementary. So we also have what we call as explementary angles. So explementary if theta 1 and you have theta 2. So if the sum of your two angles is 360 degrees, they are explementary angles. That's the fifth. Vertical angle. So when you say vertical angles, these are angles formed by two intersecting lines. Say you have, say, angle A and angle B. If these angles are formed between two intersecting lines, therefore A and B are vertical angles. So let's proceed to the units of angle. We have units of angles. We commonly use yung dalawa nating kadalasan ginagamit is what we call degrees and radian. But we have four measurement of angle. So in the basis of revolution, that you have 360 degrees. So that is equivalent to 2 pi in radian. That is equivalent to 400 in gon. And that is equivalent to 6,400 in mils. And basically, yung kadalasan natin ginagamit is you have the degrees and you have the radian. So 360 degrees is 1 revolution. That is 2 pi radian, 400 gon, and 6,400 mils. So let's proceed to the geometric shapes. So start tayo sa polygon. So a polygon is a plane figure. So plane figure siya. That is a plane figure. The angles is 3 or more. 3 or more ang kanyang angle. So yung polygon natin, meron tayong dalawang type. You have convex and concave. So ano ba yung convex? You have, for example, you have this polygon. So enclosed figure. So that's a plane figure. For example, you have this. So ang convex polygon, you have convex. So when you say convex polygon, the interior angle, yung angle na nasa loob, is less than. So you have this, interior angles. So the interior angles are less than. You have less than 180 degrees. That's a convex. When you say concave naman, say for example you have this figure. So this is a polygon. So this angle, so very evident, kitang-kita na siya ay greater than 90. So you have the interior angle which is greater than 180 degrees. So itong angle na to, this is what we call the reentrant angle. So itong angle which is the greater than 180 angle is what we call the reentrant angle. Okay. The other angles of a concave polygon is what you call the salient. So those remaining angles, yung mga natirang angle, are called salient angles. So let's proceed to the relationship between the diagonals of a polygon. For example, here we have a polygon, so plane figure. We have a polygon which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So this is a hexagon. So the names of the polygons depends on their number of sides. For example, if you have 3 sides, that is a triangle. If you have 4, that is a quadrilateral. If you have 5, that is a pentagon. 6, hexagon. 7, heptagon. 8, octagon. 9, nonagon. 10, decagon. 11, andecagon. You have 12, that is dodecagon. 100, that is hectagon. If you have 1,000,000 sides, that is a megagon. And if you have 10 raised to 100, that is 10 raised to 100, that is a googlegon. If you have other than that, if you have n side, that is an n-gon. So you have a table for that in various reviewers, sa mga ME reviewers na mathematics, you have those names. So here we have example here. If you drawing tayo ng line, the opposite vertex, if you have this, that, those are called the diagonals. Those are the diagonals. So what are the relationship between the sides of a polygon and the number of diagonals? So the number of diagonals is given by this formula. So you have n over 2 times you have n minus 3. So n corresponds to the number of sides of a polygon. So this is the relationship between the sides and the diagonal of a polygon. You have the diagonal is equal to n over 2 times the quantity n minus 3. So these are the diagonals and these are the, you have the interior angles. So these are the interior angles. So the sum of the interior angles So the sum, let's say summation of the interior angles, that is equal to, you have n minus 2 quantity times 180 degrees. So that is our formulas. You have that. You have this sum. So let's proceed to the triangle. So a triangle is a polygon which has 3 sides. Okay, you have 3 sides. For example, here we have triangle. So we have discussed this in the topic, in my last topic, that is plane trigonometry. So here you have 3 sides, A, C. So you have 3 sides, that is a triangle. So the first type of, or a classification of triangle according to their sides is according to sides. So you have first, that is what we call the equilateral. Equilateral triangle, you have three equal sides. If your sides are equal, say A, B, C, A is equal to B is equal to C, that is an equilateral triangle. So what if we have two sides that are equal? That is what we call the isosceles. Isosceles triangle. So isosceles triangle, you have two sides that are equal. A is equal to B. So two sides are equal, that is an isosceles triangle. If these two sides are equal, therefore these sides are this angle are equal also. And you have the third, that is an scalene triangle. So scalene triangle is a triangle with no two sides equal. So there are no sides that are equal. So A is not equal to B. Therefore, that's equal to C also. So that is according to sides. According to angle, you have an acute triangle. So acute triangle, you have an angle that is less than 90. So you have a right triangle, that is a triangle which has 90-degree angle. Obtuse, you have a triangle which has, so to further visualize, say acute angle. See, if your angle, if you have an angle that is less than 90 degrees, that is what we call an acute triangle. So if you have an angle that has 90 degrees, that is a right triangle. So if you have a triangle which sides are greater than 90 degrees, for example here, say that is 90, so your angle is greater than 90, that is what we call a obtuse triangle. So this is a right triangle, and these two are oblique. So those are just oblique triangles. So this is a right triangle. So I have discussed this in plane trigonometry. So we have the area of a triangle. So triangle, if we are given the base, if you have the triangle, you have the base, and you have the height. So the height, yung height natin is perpendicular to the base. So if you draw a line here, perpendicular from the base to the opposite vertex, so that distance is what we call the height. If you're given one side, you just draw a line which is perpendicular to the base to the opposite vertex. So ang area natin is given by 1/2 of the base times your height. So here, any of this length or the side of the triangle can be the base. So if this is your base, you just draw a line perpendicular to this side papunta dun sa opposite vertex. So what if naman kung given tayo ng dalawang side at isang included angle? For example, given tayo ng two sides, say A and B, and we have the angle. So kung given tayo ng dalawang side in an included angle here, so your height here will be, so right triangle siya. So ito yung height. So ang area natin, of course, dati lang 1/2 base times height. Pero yung height natin is not given. So yung height natin here is your, so H will be, so that is A. sine of theta. So, A sine theta. So, it's here. So, this is A. So, ito yung hypotenuse natin. Times sine ng angle kasi siya ay opposite side. So, sine theta will be opposite over hypotenuse. So, magiging opposite is equal to A sine ng angle. So, ang area natin, if you're given two sides, tsaka isang included angle, you have 1/2 AB sine of theta. Example, given tayo ng three sides. You have A, B, and C. So, if you're given three sides, balikan natin yung trapezium. So, dito sa trapezium, kung makikita natin, you have four sides. Kasi nga, siya ang general quadrilateral. So, quadrilateral, you have four sides. Using this Brahmagupta's formula, so, ang fourth side natin, if you're dealing with triangle, is 0. Kasi wala nga siyang fourth side. So, ito, magiging S na lang. And ito, 0. Since na yung D natin is 0, wala tayong fourth side. So, ang magiging formula natin for this is, you have A is equal to the square root of S times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C. So, yun. So, yung S natin, of course, yung semi-perimeter. So, that is A plus B plus C over 2. Okay? So, same here. Yung D natin is 0. Galing sa Brahmagupta's theorem. So, ito, ang tinatawag natin na Heron's. So, ito yung Heron's formula. So, Heron's formula. So, dapat given ka ng three sides. We also have this kind of figure. So, meron tayong circle. Then, nasa loob is yung triangle. So, you have the sides A, B, and C. And you have the radius of the circle. So, ang tawag dito is triangle inscribed in a circle. So, triangle in. So, meaning, nasa loob yung triangle. So, yun yung area ng triangle na nasa loob. So, the area ng triangle is given by, you have ABC over 4 times radius ng circle. Kung given ka ng 3 sides, tsaka yung radius, you can find the area of the triangle. So, area po yun ng triangle, hindi yun area ng circle or yung nasa labas. So, area siya ng triangle. So, what if baliktad? You have called triangle circumscribing a circle. So, meaning, nasa loob naman yung circle. So, nasa labas yung triangle, nasa loob yung circle. So, triangle, circum. So, meaning, siya yung naka-surround sa circle. So, you have the radius and you have the sides. Yung sides niya is, say, A, B, C. So, yung relationship natin is, yung area ng triangle na nasa labas is equal to R times S. Radius ng circle times semi-perimeter. So, again, ang semi-perimeter natin is given by A plus B plus C over 2. So, 1/2 ng perimeter. So, semi lang. Ito yung tawag na triangle with squared circle. So, ano ba yung triangle with squared circle? So, ang triangle with squared circle is yung projected na length nung triangle is perpendicular or tangent sa radius ng circle or sa circle. So, for example, we have the circle. So, let's project yung tatlong line. Which is tangent siya sa. So, lahat yan tangent. You have this. So, that is tangent. So, yung triangle na ma-form natin dun sa labas is yung triangle with scribe circle. So, nasa labas yung circle. So, yung mga side niya is tangent sa circle. So, let's say for example, you have A, B, C. Yung formula natin for finding the area of the triangle here is, so A area is equal to R times S minus A. Yun. Wherein S natin is semi-perimeter A plus B plus C over 2. And yung A is yung dumikit doon sa circle. Yung tangent talaga siya dito. Ito kasi, this is just projected. So, kung itong tangent lang ang given natin, yun yung nandun sa formula na A. So, A is equal to R, radius ng circle, times S, semi-perimeter, minus A. Yun, yung A natin is yung perpendicular or tangent sa circle. Hindi yung nakaproject na tangent.